Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Blade Warband, Viking Conquest here in Kerajed, where we have a lot of work ahead of us. We have to deal with three different factions at war with us: the Kingdom of Lathland up here, Kingdom of Norway, who are all the way over here, and also the Kingdom of Erlich, or specifically the Unil of Erlich. All three of them want to come after us. Hopefully we can do something to alleviate some of their concerns. What I do want to do is send Solveig off, if I can find my territory. That's our ships. Let's not go to the wrong place if we can help it. We will manage to go to the Lord's Hall. We do have a very hostile group of people here with us, but that's okay. We're still waiting for our child with Asgard. Brunhild, I want you to dispatch an emissary to Norway. I want to enter a truce. If I can get a truce to Norway, I think the rest of it should be okay, but we'll have to see. That's Lord Don Chad. He's already part of our kind of immediate group. In the meantime, there's not many places we can go after. I will go up to Dunbeatty and Balbeatty to see if I can maybe take that for myself. We'll have to see. Actually, probably more important we need to do is recruiting. We should have to see. But I think, yeah, we need to head down to some recruiting first, because we're just a little bit low on troops after my kind of mishaps last time we did this. We'll have to see if we can get some troops without being sieged again. This village doesn't like us very much, but we can teach them to defend themselves. I want to recruit in here. 500 pennies, wonderful. One angle peasant is hardly going to change everything. I'm actually going to train those guys later, I think, so I just want to go around and get some troops for the time being. So we'll head to Ad Griffinham. I'm seeing if there's any good prisoner bundles I can kind of take, therefore not having to actually spend the time to train them up, recruit them, pay all their wages on their way up to kind of the higher levels, where they may very well die very quickly. So that's really the plan. But in the meantime, we will just recruit from wherever else we can, because the more we can do, the more recruits we have, the much better we will fare in the long run. I really cannot speak today. I don't know why. There's a happy widow here. I would actually just raise the morale of my men. It's always worthwhile to do when you see them. There's a sailor. I was hoping for a prison broker, but there doesn't seem to be one in the immediate area, but that's okay. I'll pick up some fruit and veg, and I'll head on to Bebenham South, and then probably over to Jorvik once I've done some recruiting in this part of the world. I'll head down to Middlesam. I would definitely like to make friends with the Northumbrian king, that's for sure. Do you have any tasks I can help you with? You want a slave hunter? Absolutely. I can do slave hunters. Slave hunting is a nice easy task, as long as I can find where the slave is hiding. There we go, in the hideout. But straight away I just got 13 troops off that, which is good. Oh yes, I think my horse is dead. We'll need to get a new one. Luckily it's not too far away. Sometimes they can be kind of absolutely miles away. It takes ages to get there. But that's okay. Good. Everything is still as it should be. Wonderful. Okay, let's deal with you. Let's get you back to your owners, and that should give us some more recruits going forward as well, which will be excellent. Hello, cucumbers. How are you today? On mobile, some mega lag delay because Twitch mobile is bad, but I'm here. Not a problem. Just thank you very much for turning up in the first place. I do appreciate it. Let's go back to Middlesam, and we will return the slave to his rightful owner, but we do need to get ourselves a new horse, that's for sure. Dunbreton's been besieged, that's good. Some more positive relation with this village, excellent. And that's another 10 peasants for us as well, which is even better. Dunbreton, that's... Aha, it's here. Actually, that's the Kingdom of Albon. That's probably not as at least initially as important, but it's not bad. Anyway, we'll head to Effingham East. Pick up some more recruits there if we can. Oh, there's even some bandits here. Excellent. We will do that instead. We will charge in. I don't know which faction we can really go afterwards now in terms of trying to actually take more land. I think probably it's going to be the Kingdom of Lathland, our former employers, purely because they are kind of the weakest faction going. So we might be able to do some good work there. Once if I can get the entire group together, all the group of lords, we might be able to take Balbraithi or Dunbraithi for ourselves. We might even be able to convince one or two of the lords to join us, which would be excellent. Let's make sure we're not swarmed here if we can help it. There we go, deal with you. That hurt. I don't think we have any wounds from last time, but I will just double check if I can remember to do so. Sometimes wounds can be pretty troublesome, as we have had now a permanent couple of stat decreases from the kind of war wounds we've taken over the time. There we go. That is pretty much all of them. I think you might be the last person there, sir. Wonderful. You are now dealt with. We have 3 renown, and we're going to refuse to take anything from this village. It just means that Effingham East likes us that a little bit more, which is important. We'll also meet the leader, see if he has any tasks for us to do. He doesn't, but that's okay. We'll head to Jorvik on the way back, but we'll just keep on recruiting for the time being. So we'll go to Wixham. 10 peasants, wonderful. And over to Donham. Donaham? Doner kebab? I don't know. Meet the leader. Any tasks to help you with? No, so I can't recruit there at the time being. Preppenham we might be able to. We're still making good old money per week though, which I'm happy by. 8 more peasants, excellent. We probably have quite a few people to upgrade as well. I'm going to make these guys all Norse bowmen. These slave hunters could probably be moved up there. Kind of the strongest troops we have at the moment, I would say. Angle freeholders. There we go, that all looks about right. I don't mind people raiding villages. Obviously it's not ideal, but I'd rather that as opposed to them going after towns or castles. That's arguably to me a lot more important. Jorvik, do you have a prison broker? You do, excellent. That's another 3,000 pennies. There's a happy widow here, and again I will raise the morale of my men. It is just worth it. Oh god, Twitch isn't even working mobile. It's so bad, oh gosh. I'm sorry to hear that. I don't even know if you can hear me, but if you can, I'm sorry you're going through the hassle on Twitch mobile. Okay. You're dying. Dying in Twitch or just dying generally? Solvig, well handsome, I mean warlord, at last I found you. I've returned from my mission to the Kingdom of Norway. In general, I'd say that King Harald Danason is currently on the offensive against Kuonam, now held by King Guthlaf of the Kingdom of Britain, and is reluctant to negotiate. He says he is unwilling to conclude a peace. Is he attacking Kuonam? He certainly was attacking Kuonam, it's not anymore. I'll just sit by like a stupid little Skyrim NPC and watch what I can. Hey you, what are you doing there? By order of the Jarl. Stop right there. I've got a bit Arnold Schwarzenegger now, maybe I'll stop that. Okay, let's go back to Denisham. Denizesham? Some of these names are just beyond my capabilities, I think. Clovis has given me some right to rule. Excellent. We can move both Solvig and Clovis back up. We probably should get Solvig some actual, armour. Queenham has now been besieged again. Gotcha. Let me see that you steal from the moment but you leave the house and they come back if it gets you even there. As long as you put a bucket over their head in Skyrim, it's more than okay. Can I get you to join me? Oh, that's a lot of money. But I'm going to say yes. We're going to knacker our morale. Having some bandits and brigands, bandit leader. That's a lot more troops than we had before. It's a good way to hire them quickly, but they do cost a blooming ton. But it looks like we're going to be going to another battle soon, so we want to have enough men ready to be able to deal with this. We'll move the brigands up. There we go. And Queenham is under siege, as was somewhat expected. At least we had time to do some recruiting, that's for sure. Thorstein has been taken prisoner. That's not great. If Queenham could not be under siege, that would also be good. Oh, there's a lot of very strong Norwegian lords around. I think this will be a question of taking Queenham and then taking Queenham and then we take it back again. We'll see if we can gather any forces, but it looks like most of our forces are pretty badly damaged. I think this is very much going to be a case of ping pong, going back and forth, trying to deal with Norway. I'd really like to make peace with them ASAP, but I just don't seem to have that choice at the moment. That's a disgusting amount of troops. Okay, run away, run away, run away. If I could just deal with one of them at a time, that'd be good, but I can't seem to. That's the problem. How much grain do you need? You need 6 packs of grain. Let's hope I have enough on me. I don't. Bugger. That's annoying. Okay, well, we're going to have to leave Trefquil for the time being. We'll run back to Kerejed. I don't know if we can take 338 of them on at the moment. If I run into Kerejed, grab as many troops as possible, kind of high-level troops, and then go back and attack him, we might stand a chance. We'll go to the peasants. Whether we will manage this, I just don't know. But I feel like we have to try. We're going to take all the best troops that we can. You've committed crimes against Skyrim. You've committed crimes against some people. Now pay the toll. But the farmers' way, we're getting every kind of strong troop we or strongest troop we have, because I want to start dealing some actual damage to Norway to try force them to sue for peace. I think that's the plan. Whether we will manage it is a whole other question. But we have to try. I think that's important. Let's upgrade whoever we can. We have a lot of slave hunters, that's for sure. 338 versus 293. You're traveling to Queen. Okay, we lost Queenham. That's understandable. We will have to take Queenham back. I want to be able to try take. Oh, I can't take on both of them. Oh, morale's going to plummet like straight away from doing this. If I just take on one of them, that'd be good. Preferably not the king, but we might just have to deal with it. Because the king's going to have some strong troops. The king's has some strong. He has 49 Norse companions. Good grief. How many troops are actually in Queenham? Only 43. We can take that back pretty quickly, actually. So we're just going to go and besiege the castle and surrender. There we go. I will take the fort back. We're just going to keep on doing this until we can actually get past there. I think Wolfir has enough relation for the time being. We need to work on Don Chad, make sure he doesn't leave, so Don Chad can hold on to Queenham for the time being. Although I'm sure this is all going to go wrong very, very quickly indeed. But we can put Don Chad in there, and he can actually hold Kunam. We're going to go probably put some troops back. Is Norway going to come back and attack us again? I'm sure they are. I've got way too big an army to be holding on to all the time. And we need to leave some troops in Kerajed as a deterrent, so we'll head back there. We'll get any more recruits that we can. Wonderful. And we're going to put away... Ooh, who do we put away? We'll put away maybe these guys at the bottom. Because we just have too many troops at the moment. We'll have so many morale issues and also money issues. Problem is the brigands and stuff. They require a lot of. They require a lot of money to kind of for their upkeep, I should say. I'll take you. I'm going to drop off the young warrior. No, I'm not. I'm going to hold on to the young warriors. 200 troops is still a fairly respectable amount to do some things with. Look at Lord Bodo with his 15 troops accompanying us. Fair play to him. I'm actually going to let everyone go home because it looks like not everyone is ready to come out on campaign, that's for sure. Right, let's keep heading up that way. I'm just going to stop by this farmland. I can't remember what this farmland is for. The fact that I've got my companions with me is a little bit concerning, especially Solvik, who has, like, you know, no armour. Let's just save in case this is a game-ending farmland, because there can be them in certain places. I reckon this is probably an ambushed, kind of a place of ambush here. So we'll have to do our best. We're dealing with them, but the fact that I've got my weapons out and I have my companions with me makes me inherently very, very suspicious. We will have to see how it goes, but I can't imagine very well. There's someone here. Again, they have weapons and stuff as well. I don't know if I can use my throwing weapons here, but I'm guessing this is not going to end up very well for us. Okay, we can't seem to attack him until we actually engage in combat. You're now... Yeah, it's an ambush. Let's go. Everyone charge. Let's deal with this chap first. Oh, there's a lot of them. More than I would perhaps like. But we've gone up against bigger odds before. Sort of. Let's maybe protect Solvi because she has no armour. Okay, I want to deal with kind of the strong troops first if I can. Ow. Wow, that really hurt. As expected, I was never going to manage that. And that's going to be a game over event, I think. But that's why we saved before we came in. Use 10 renown. Let me out. Let me out of the cutscene, please. I cannot leave now, but I'm dead. Is this a game? Is this hello? Sirs? Oh, there we go. Took a little bit to get us out of there, but at least we managed it. Let's head back to, I think it's Denisham, because that's somewhere we actually need to do a quest for. And then we will also go to Edinburgh and pick up some grain if we can. We get some more recruits here, which is not a bad thing at all. We'll train the peasants, although trying to deal with three peasants at the same time can sometimes be a little bit of an issue. Luckily it's only one this time. One I can do, two I can get away with, three is sometimes a little bit of a struggle. But usually 2 hits on a villager is enough to knock them out with a stick, which is useful. I think we needed 7 here, so we need to be a little bit careful to keep an eye on things kind of in the more outside world. Otherwise, we might end up with another lost castle. And we can probably just take it back via diplomacy, but still. We don't want to be caught out of position when we actually want to take it back from them. I want to make peace with Norway. I see no reason to still be fighting with them. If we could just fight with the Kingdom of Lathan and the Kingdom of the Moomain, that wouldn't be as bad, I think. Trying to deal with against 3 of these guys is just impossible. Give up the fight. Purely just because there's you don't have your armor or anything to protect you, so you're just kind of struggling in that regard to deal with these guys when there's 3 of them coming after you at the same time. Ninja jump. Let's go. Ooh, nope. There we go. Excellent. I think we need to get about 3 or 4 more of them. I think about 3 or 4. I might be wrong. Man, that's a hard thing to say, isn't it? Koenig Edmund Ethelberthing. Oh my goodness. There's a lot of like Ethel names in this period of time in the British Isles. You've got like Ethelred, Ethelfled, Ethelwulf. That went well. Eldred, Elfwin. Because in this point in time, I believe the reason that was the case is that someone beginning with the letters AE in their name, such as Aelswith or Elfwin or Ethelred or Ethelfleda, were seen as kind of a noble person. Not necessarily in kind of character, but would you stop, gentlemen? Not necessarily in character, but in kind of their social standing, their status within kind of the world. So if you had an AE at the beginning of your name, you were probably quite well off. Okay, still some good money, even though we've done a lot more recruitment recently. And hopefully this time we can actually deal with these blooming peasants. Bugger off. Oh my goodness. I deal with one, I can't deal with the other. But sadly, I don't think that counts. I think if I can, I have to I have to defeat them both for it to count. Escancester has been besieged, that's okay. The Ulaid and O'Neill might be going to war, which is good. That might keep the Ehrlich busy. Because the O'Neill of Ehrlich busy, especially as the... Oh my goodness, 3 of them. Especially as those would be 2 of our enemies kind of going to war. Let's try and draw them out a bit. If we just deal with one then the other, that'd be good. You just can't block against 3 guys without a shield at the same time. It's ridiculous. We definitely need to do a bit of corporate workshopping to make sure that this improves here in Denisisham. It's actually a task I don't really like doing, purely because I think it's a little bit frustrating when there's so many of them at the same time. Ow. 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 Eventually we will do this blooming quest and be done with it. It's like the cattle questing, the cattle herding quest in the base game. It was just so incredibly frustrating to do, because on all the mods and kind of future DLCs, when you herd cattle, they follow you. When you initially, in the initial game, you had to push them like manually. And they would kind of get out of sight or get distracted very simply indeed. And it was a real pain to try and get anything done. And it's a quest I would never take. I hope you're grateful, by the way. I hope this village is grateful by the time we're done with it, because we spent quite a bit of time here. And then we do have another quest to go do somewhere else as well. I hope those are young warriors and not bandits. The brewery in Kerejed is added to its prosperity. Excellent. That's what we like to see. I like prosperity because everyone loves money. And there we go. I'm hoping that's the 7th, but I might be wrong. No, it's not. We must be about 6 or 7 by now. We must be about 5 or 6 at the moment. But it would be worth it to have a recruitment centre kind of nearby. Oh, there's 3 of them. Wonderful. It's fine. Just come and knock me out straight away. Ridiculous. Utterly ridiculous. If 1 or 2 of them I'm just about able to take them, but 3 of them I just find impossible. I don't know why. Especially because they all spawn kind of the same place at the same time. 2 of them's a little bit more acceptable. We'll try draw back to the well to kind of split them up a little bit. Oh, for goodness sake. I'm hoping this will be the last time, because we've been at this quest for living ages. The problem is actually the lower training level you have, the less soldiers you fight at the same time. But because we've got quite a high training level, it means that you fight them all at the same time, pretty much. I think actually one time I had four at the same time as well, which was just unbearably ridiculous. Oh my goodness, that's not. How many more? How many? I thought I only had to train 7 peasants. I mean, that must be it now. Hopefully after this one. Okay, 2 of them. Let's do this properly. Nope. It's just not happening for me today, is it? Good grief. I must only have like another day or 2 on this quest, because I already left it quite late. The Shrine to the Norse Gods in Kerejed is completed. That's good. That's means that hopefully things can change there. Keep on giving up the fights. This is worse than tournaments, my word. The brewery is adding to its prosperity still. Okay, we need lands for Wolf here, otherwise he's going to get annoyed quickly. We'll try to go take Dunbeatty or something for him. And Bodo's just going to have to wait, I think. But we've been dealing with these very strong, very well-fighting peasants for the last... Is that not it? How many do we have to get? I must have trained 7 peasants by now. Let's hope 1 or 2 more is it. That should be it. Actually, we can. Once that's done, we can have a look at how the war between Cornwall and Wessex is going on, because I'm seeing a lot of notifications on my screen about Cornubia, and I'm wondering how they're getting on. Because actually, I'd really like them to do well, because normally I see them getting dogpiled on as a faction. Still not all the warriors I need. Still not all the training I cannot speak today. But it is 2:52 in the morning. It looks like Cornwall's really pushing. They didn't have Serbia before. I think Cornwall is going to be pretty impressive indeed. Looks like, and also Edinburgh has been besieged by Northumbria, so that might be taken off Danish hands and gone back into the hands of the Northumbrians. I've definitely done 7 peasants by now. That might just be a bugged quest. But down here, look at this. Wessex is nearly dead. They've only got Chippenham, Canterbury, and a couple of smaller castles. This is incredible. Okay, we will do 1 or 2 more of these quests, and if they 1 or 2 more of these fightings. But if they haven't fightings, what am I saying? 1 or 2 more of these fights, and if that doesn't count as successful, we're going to just take this as a quest which doesn't seem to be working, because we've done plenty of these trainings by now. And although we've lost plenty, we have also won quite a few, so I'd hope this will be enough. Here we go. Finally, we can prepare for a fight. I wonder if that bandit leader knows these guys, maybe his friends or colleagues. They're like, David, how could you go turncoat? I thought you were my work buddy. Let's chuck some javelins into this kind of throng of swords and shields and axes. Probably not hitting any of our guys in the head as well, because that would not be very good for workplace morale, I would think. Wow, that guy's head just chopped off. Okay, let's deal with you. Just keep on slashing through them as best possible. Definitely losing a few troops, so I'm hoping they're mostly just farmers. You guys better give me some good recruits after I'm done with you, because you've been a real pain. Meet the leader. Do you have any other tasks I can do? No, and actually I can't recruit from here because I think I've just recruited, but that's okay. Edinburgh is under siege. Actually, oh wow! So Edinburgh was taken by the Kingdom of Alban, and then Northumbria is going to try to take it off to the Kingdom of Alban. How about that? For a kind of change in pace. The Alderman of Wessex has escaped captivity, that's fine. Can we go into Edinburgh? No, we don't need to join in the next siege. We're not technically at war with these people. And I don't want to start being at war with these people, that's the thing. So we'll have to see. That's going to ruin the party for them, I think. I think Northumbria will still win that, however. Yeah, especially as that guy's turning up to join the fight. There's no chance they can hold on to it there. That's a Frisian trader, that's okay. I'd actually like to make friends with the King of Northumbria, that'd be very good indeed. I want to see how many troops there are in Dunbrady and Balbrady and whether we can take it on to give to some of our lords, because some of our lords are starting to get quite irate that they don't have any land. We've got some issues with morale, understandably. We tend to have that quite often. I'm not going to do any whipping, because that feels like a bad idea. Germany. 360 people here in Dunbrady. Denmark and Northumbria are now in an alliance. I'd quite like to join that alliance if I could. Hello, Herse Einstein. I will happily take you on. But let me just upgrade my men so I have the best possible chance of actually defeating you. Veterans, slave hunters, these guys are going to cost a pretty penny, but that's okay. Not a huge amount of cucumbers. We were doing some training and it was going very, very slowly indeed. But we're just about to take on a pretty big fight here with one of our previous lords. Are you on your phone still, or are you now on the... You now kind of in a better spot. Right, 214 versus 215. So this is pretty much an identical fighting ground in terms of numbers. Quality, he might have the slight advantage, I would think, but we'll have to see. We'll start battle holding position. Got a nice hill here. I didn't get myself a horse. Cavalry, you need to dismount, please. At least one of you needs to dismount. I require one of your horses for command. Oh, you're still on. You're still on mobile. How unfortunate. Where are they coming to us, or are we going to them? Infantry, let's go here. Archers on the hill, please. Spearmen can come over here as well to kind of protect the archer line if we can. Looks like they're coming to us, which I actually much prefer. We'll try and get a bit more of a long line of infantry and spearmen going. There is no music. There doesn't seem to be any music playing at the moment. It's been a strangely silent stream in terms of music. That's okay. I don't know actually how many archers we have. We don't have any archers at the moment. I guess they're all at the bottom of the they're all at the bottom of the party. Doesn't mean we don't have the range to go after them, which is a little bit annoying. I'm guessing they will still come to us, but I'd much rather that their range, if we can just actually get them to come forward more, then our throwing weapons can do some good damage. But for the time being, we just need to get them. We just need to get the ball started, I think, by trying to kill some of these skirmishers on the flank. I should hopefully prompt some of them into attacking. By staying on the hill, that's really our best option, I think. And we'll just keep on throwing these javelins as best we can. I think they are now attacking, however, so we will start to pull back to our hill. They're kind of attacking, but they're being very cautious about it. They don't want to attack kind of too much yet. As soon as we get... Oh, here we go. The throwing weapons are now going to start. And that should prompt the rest of them into attacking. Excellent. But we do need to make sure we have some archers going forward. And also a horse, which isn't someone else's. How are we doing? We've killed 7 of them so far. That's, I'd say, progress already. Everyone can charge now while we can. While we can stay on the hill, we might stand an okay chance. I think their quality is going to be a little bit better. But I'm hoping we've kind of thinned out their numbers that little bit before we started. And if we can keep thinning out their numbers, we can start to deal some morale issues. Because I think once they lose a quarter of their men, kind of in fairly quick succession, they do start to struggle with morale issues. Let's deal with you. Oh, there goes the horse. Horses are just not viable in this mod, I think, but you do need them purely just for speed. These spears are also proving very effective at keeping me at range, especially when they're uphill and we don't have any throwing weapons left to work with. Come on, lads, up and at 'em. I'm guessing they're running back to... Ah, yes, they're running back to their reinforcements. That makes sense. We could be in a little bit of trouble here. Oh, and we are knocked out. I probably should have my shield up while charging enemy lines. I'm hoping we'll be okay. We should have some reinforcements coming in soon. But I'm hoping those guys might be enough. Looks like they're deciding to pull back to kind of safer territory. Ah yes, yeah, they are indeed pulling back for their reinforcements. Honestly, the computer seems to be a better commander than I am. But some of these troops here still look very strong indeed, so you know, we'll have to see. But at least we can start knackering the Kingdom of Lathan a bit. Ready for hopefully when we can take them on by ourselves. Maybe we could get a foothold in Ireland with the Kingdom of Airlich, but I don't know if that's feasible or not. Just purely with the amount of troops that there are inside Airlich, there's about 700 or 800 from memory. Which is not great at all. You want me to show you more shirtless men cucumbers? I'm sure there's some somewhere. Here's a dead shirtless man who has his head in a shield. I'm doing okay, thank you. Yesterday at work was a little bit tough, but you know, I do what I can. So it's nice to have a break and do some streaming. How are you today? I think we have the numbers to be able to deal with these guys, but we will sure have to see. They've got some superior archers than us. Compared to us, I should say. My English is not on top form today, if you might have noticed. Kind of speaking a little bit of gobbledygook, but that's okay. But we should get some good trophies from this, and hopefully some good loot. Maybe even get to take this guy prisoner. The problem is, if I try to take over castles, then I get blamed. I get, you know, people don't like me attacking their castles, would you believe? And so I tend to get like -30 relation with them straight away. You hope tomorrow's better? Thank you so much, Cucumbers. I appreciate it. I will take Hersir Einstein prisoner, that's fine. Lathan doesn't like me and I've angered them, but, you know, whatever. They shouldn't have gone to war with me in the first place. It was silly of them to even try. If I can trigger them into going for a peace, that would be good. And we only lost, I think, 25 troops overall in that engagement. We did also get a war trophy, and I'm hoping some other trophies as well. No, apparently not. But we can at least get some good stuff, for sure. And all this will sell, and that will help our money situation. Although we're not losing money, but we are also, you know, we're making a profit each week, but we are also spending a lot of money each week. I think that's the important thing to note. Let's recruit 6 Norse bowmen here from Balbrati. We are still very much friends with the guys here. Safe hunter, veteran, safe hunters, angle freeholders. That all seems good. And we'll head back down to Edinburgh because I think by that point things will be safe there to go in and sell our prisoners and sell our loot there as well. 360 in Dunbeatty is not unthinkable. We just need to have enough troops. I am going to call up the banners. I don't know how many banners we have. But if we can take Dunbeatty and Balbrati, then we push the Kingdom of Lathan off the main part of Scotland, and that would be useful indeed. Like I said, I don't know how many banners. Oh my goodness, Jarl Olaf very much has a very strong force there and could have easily attacked us and killed us. I will happily have some 3 herdmen. Wonderful. I'm gonna keep going to Edinburgh because I think by the time I get there, the battle should be won. There's a Cornish trader. There we go. Edinburgh's been taken. Excellent. Which means we can use it a little bit more simply. And we have 81 prisoners here, so I really hope we can sell them, but apparently not. I'll redeem my war trophy for 1,000 pennies. And I will sell all of this for as much as I can. But I may not be able to sell everything purely because of how much I am trying to sell here. And merchants only have so much money. Okay, we'll sell that there. We'll go to the weaponsmith. We do need to pick up a new horse, or even just a pony, but a horse would be nice. But they're so expensive, that's the problem. Really, really expensive. How much is a horse? Even Tim and Pony's 6 grand, but we'll take it. It's a lot of money, but we probably should have just stolen it off one of our companions, but that's okay. How long do we have to destroy wheat? Give wheat to Trefquil? Another few days yet, so we'll head to the other town of Denmark over here, and we can hopefully get some more grain there for them. I want to make friends with Denmark, and I want to make friends with Northumbria. That's my plan, really. Is there a prison broker here by chance? There's a happy widow and there's a farmer. Farmer, that's going to be a quest. That is in Balrigmonade North. That's also hard to say. I also want to pick up any more grain that these guys have. Some wheat. We don't have enough for the quest yet. We can pick up some more. That's okay. I think it was... Yes, it was this one up here we need to go protect. And we need to go get some more grain after that. That should be okay. Attack the bandits. And this is just going to give us some more positive relation with these guys. Which is just going to hopefully be another place for us to recruit down the line. Please don't kill my pony. I just spent 6 grand on a new one. £6 is a lot of money at the moment when you're a new and fledgling kingdom trying to survive. Okay, let's deal with you. Oh no, 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 horsey, get off the horse, get off the horse. Save the horse. There goes the horse. The horse is dead already. Hopefully just crippled, not actually killed. Otherwise that would have been a very bad investment of 6,000 pennies. Deal with you, deal with you, deal with you. And we'll throw some throwing weapons in here. Try to get ourselves some extra experience, some extra proficiency. All in a good day's work. I definitely think we'll be able to Dunbaty to try to take that ourselves if possible. We might even be able to get your Olaf to come over to our side anyway, which would be wonderful. Especially as we're his son-in-law, you would hope that he would, you know, take that as a sign that perhaps he should come over to us. There we go. I'm going to recruit some villagers. I'll happily give you 500 pennies. That gives me 4 peasants. Not ideal, but it's I've at least unlocked that place there now. I need to head to probably down to Bebumba or to Jorvik to get the rest of the grain I need for Tresquil. Cornwall and Wessex are really going at each other at the moment. I'm just going to go. Problem is, I need to be a little bit careful with my remaining money just because I don't have that much. And payday will only give us like another 6 grand, I would think. Okay. Mobile sucks, oh my god. It's weird, I don't tend to have too much trouble when I'm on Twitch Mobile, but I don't tend to use Twitch Mobile that often. So I might just be kind of misremembering that. And there's a bandit group. Charge. Do I have any of my companions here? I think I do. Deal with you. Okay, that wasn't too bad. And actually, it's going to be, what, 450 pennies, I think? Something like that. It's going to be a pretty decent amount. Yes, 450. I need to meet this person in Mayham. I will find out who wants me dead. Well, I really just want to get some grain and also sell my prisoners. I want to raise the morale of my men. 30 morale is useful. There is still not a prison broker here. That's... Oh no, that might have been a prison broker. Were you a prison broker? You are, excellent. That's 3,000 pennies. Not perfect, but it's something. Okay, we'll buy all the wheat because we need to give quite a bit over to Trefquil from memory. Trefquil over here. And having good relations with our local villages is not a bad thing by any means. We definitely need to get our own towns back, or kind of our own lands back on side with us. In my POV, I'm typing a message like 5 to 8 minutes before you respond, which isn't normal for you. Also, I'm getting quite a bit of stream lag when I know there's none. Oh, good grief. That does sound terrible. And for once, it's not actually my stream. I can't even pretend to be blaming it on that. I'm so sorry. I think it is just your Twitch mobile. It's just dreadful. Certainly it sounds it. There's 6 grain. I still can't recruit. Oh no, I can recruit for these lands. Excellent. Now that I have enough relation here, that's good. 1 British serf. Oh, we do have Hersir here. Can I speak to you? I could try to get some armour off him. It paused again. I'm so sorry. Oh, I can get some stuff from him. Wonderful. Elite Norse helm. Wait, no, it's back. Wait, no, it's paused again. Are you watching this on data or Wi-Fi? Okay, I think we'll just hold on to that guy and we'll sell him for profit when the time comes. But we'll go into Kerajed. Okay. 2 proposals come before you one day. One is from a scholarly young priest called Osper, who proposes building a church in Kerajed. He proposes to instruct you in the new knowledge that will increase your intelligence in return. Another man, upon hearing this, pushes himself before you. He is Whole King, great bearded warrior, who overshadows Osber by comparison. He suggests the funds would be better used on a training camp, which he promises to teach you a trick to increase your physical prowess. I don't want to build a church in Kerajed purely because I don't want to deal with having more Christianity here than I can help. So we'll do the other one. And we will drop off Hersir, what's his face, inside here. Hopefully we can sell him for a profit. Twitch Mobile just decided to straight stop working. That's unfortunate. So let's go back into Kerajed. Let's try... I just put him inside the tower and he's escaped pretty much straight away. Ridiculous. Let's build a prisoner tower so it's a little bit more protected inside. Hello Wigston, you're new. You're welcome aboard, sir. We don't really have any territory to give you, but that's okay. Norway, I want to make a truce. Send Solvig, please. And she calls everyone handsomes, that's not a bad thing. Okay, 257 is not really enough of us. I have no clue what's happening, can't keep up with the words coherently. Everything's choppy and laggy, but I'm glad I'm supporting the stream, so there's that. I'm very glad you're here, regardless, if you can even understand what I'm saying. But I appreciate you nonetheless, especially if you're watching this back afterwards. How's Quill Nam doing? 139. I want to go to Goblin and try... Ugh, that's disgusting. Are you going to siege Quill Nam? Probably not. Yes, you are. Can I tempt you into... Oh my goodness, okay. Norway's coming back for another attack. That's for certain. Can I go to Goblin here? I don't know where all the lords are. Norway has so many troops in large groups. That's a real problem. If I could just deal some damage to some of Norway, that'd be good. Oh, good. And you're here as well. Kingdom of Lathander here. The Kingdom of Norway's here. Everyone's here. How many people can we actually take on? If I go and get all my troops from Kerajed and then try to take them on as best possible. Or Spearman. Some of these guys aren't very... They're not all too good. Who can we take that's useful? To the Brigands, actually. The Brigands are not bad, and we can take some Norse bowmen as well. The Brigands are pretty bog standard soldiers, but they'll do the job. That puts us on 251. That's less than we had before. Okay, someone's running here now. If I deal with you by yourself... surrender or die. 251 versus 334. This is going to be a big fight. I hope we can win. The sun will set on our enemy this evening, but we shall shine as the rays of the sun on a spring day. You may be nervous and trembling now, but your shaking hands are nothing compared to theirs. They are autumn leaves in the wind. We are the howling storm that will scatter them across the meadows, never to be seen again. Brandish your spears, be the thunder that topples their tree. This land is ours, these woods, these hills, these fields, and so shall it be season after season, year after year, forever and ever. Amen. Definitely not amen, actually, because we are very much not a Christian lord. Any skirmishers? No. Let's hope they come after us, because we are going to need to hold our ground. We are outnumbered fairly significantly here. So we want to be able to hold land. We want to be able to be as close to our reinforcements as possible. I don't know if you can hear me, cucumbers, but that's definitely not how it should be, I think. Although no one else can verify for me, but I think it seems to be going... I think it is going okay. I think it must just be your end. I do need to get myself a second monitor so I can actually watch my own stream on the other channel, as it were. We don't really have many archers, which is unfortunate. I would have liked some more archers. Oh, Whiskers, you are here. Good. Okay. Well, thank you for informing me. That is useful. This is going to be a tough fight. The wrestling show ended. I thought that's what you might be doing. I hope they're going to push over the hill towards us. Yes, they are, because I definitely don't want to go after them. Why watch the wrestling show when there are half-naked men here you could watch instead? These are just the archers, but hopefully we can do some damage to them before the main engagement starts. Most of our throwing weapons can't reach at the moment, but I'm hoping they'll move forward soon. Let's try to do some long-range sniping. Oh, we actually managed it. Wonderful. Because this game doesn't have Penta, El Cel, or Miedo, or Commander on it. Fair enough. I cannot deny that's the case. Right, I think our shields are being knackered by these arrows. Here they are. Let's try go prompt them into attacking if we can. But we're going to be absolutely massacred by their throwing weapons, I would reckon. Like that. Oh my goodness. Run away, run away, run away. Run away. Are they now coming? Okay, they're kind of pushing forward. So now our throwing weapons can get evolved. Excellent. All it required was a couple of deaths on their part. Horse received 21 damage again. That's a scary force coming over the hill. But we need to start dealing with these Norwegian lords. We just can't have them running around the place all the time. I just need to be able to force them into a peace. That's the plan, really. I have to try. Okay, everyone charge. Everyone charge, everyone charge. Go, go, go. Gents, this is the fight of the life. Let's get it done. There goes the horse, as always. Because the horse just never survives in this mod. I'm actually going to put my shield away. Actually, that's a bad idea. You look like someone important because you're on a horse. Let's deal with you. I'm just aware that I could get like a javelin or an arrow in the back. And that's not going to be very useful for me in all my army, as that will knock our armour out. So they're putting back. We'll push up to this hill with them, and then we'll hold the hill here. I think that's the important bit. Okay, deal with you. I wish I had some more throwing weapons, but I don't. Okay. We will be holding this hill here because there's more reinforcements coming in. How are we doing? Oh, we're winning, but we're taking losses. We just need to keep on knackering Norway until they bugger off and sue for peace. Infantry here, spearmen here. Archers and skirmishers on the hill, please. Let's utilise this to our advantage. They've got about 60 more troops than us, but that's because they've got their first reinforcement wave. And we haven't just yet. Again, we probably want to try putting them into attacking. Because we don't really have any range. They do. But I'd much rather they push up the hill rather than the other way around. But if I push over this hill by myself, I'm definitely going to die. Because all these guys will have their weapons refreshed. I don't know if any of my cavalry is still alive. It might be, so I'll let the cavalry charge if I can. This is just going to knock our shields. I'm actually going to, I think, pull everyone back probably. No, they're coming in, they're charging. Right. Spearmen charge, infantry charge. Let's do our best here. I should probably pull back, to be honest. Okay, everyone follow me. Our reinforcements are here, let's get out of here. We're going to have to let them retake the hill, I think. Pull back, gentlemen, pull back to the hill. There's a lot of our reinforcements coming in. Let's pull up to this hill here. Everyone's going to go here, so infantry here please, spearmen here, archers and skirmishers on the hill. Problem is we can't do this indefinitely against all the different Norwegian lords because they have so many troops. But we'll have to do our best. But we're just going to pull back and try to be a bit more strategically defensive, I should say. We are winning at about a ratio of 2-to-1 in terms of casualties. But it's not great. That's a scary force coming over the hill. What's that coming over the hill? Is it a monster? No, it's Norway. And they're bloody frightening. Right, everyone charge. Go, go, go. At least we're fighting with more of our reinforcements here now. I'm scared of these kind of berserker guys. Their bearskin helmets, they're pretty tough. The more we can do here, the better. We're going to have to retake Huithril once the Norwegians are taking it. We'll have to take it back off them. We should be okay to do that, hopefully. Oh, we're starting to lose some troops quite heavily here. Hold the hill, hold the hill, hold the hill. Do we not have any more troops? We should have some more troops coming in. I imagine this is their last reinforcement wave, and then we'll have our one last reinforcement wave. But they have... yeah, I think that's the last reinforcement wave. Infantry charge straight away. You guys are arguably our strongest troops we still have left. This is a really back and forth fight. It's going to be a real struggle to win this. Everyone go, charge, charge, charge. We should receive some reinforcements, I think we just did. In which case... is that all the reinforcements we're getting? Good grief. Okay, everyone pull back. Everyone pull back. That is not as many reinforcements as I was hoping for. We're gonna have to get out of it. Oh, damn. Yeah, we weren't gonna be able to win that. That's unfortunate. We're gonna have to leave some troops behind. It's gonna knack our morale, but it's gonna just have to be the case. And we're gonna retreat to Kerajed. And we're going to lose Kuranam again, and Wolfie is going to be taken prisoner. Unfortunate. Definitely unfortunate. I really need peace with... How much for the release of you? 3,000 pennies. Let's see if that will allow Thorstein to be released. We do need him back. We are on, as Brunhild here is saying, we are on fighting way too many wars at the moment, but we just have to deal with it. We'll lose Kuhl now and we'll go take it back in a second, I hope. Morgan's miserable. Can I persuade you to change your mind? Okay, Morgan's off. That's because everyone's miserable, that's understandable. Let's go to the Lord's Hall. We do have a Gothi here. Result with the pagans, okay. This isn't going very well all of a sudden. We're actually going to just put all our troops inside Kerajed to try and deal with this morale issue. That way they're not going to leave us, I would hope. Let's hope anyway. Definitely we need to make peace with Norway. That's for sure. We're going to run to Edoras, hopefully under relative safety of being very, very quick with just the 4 people. We'll recruit some more people along the way if we can, because we need every single troop we can get, really. Go to the mead hall. Rest the spirits of my men. It still costs 1,500 pennies, despite the fact there's only 6 of us in the party. But you know, I'm not going to question her methods. Let's go to. Yeah, we lost Kuranam. So we're going to have to go back to Kerajed and pretty much take it straight back off Norway. So we're just going to take whatever troops we can, just to have a high number of troops. Anglo peasants, brigands, spearmen, warriors, whoever we can, just to chuck inside our army. Bowmen, and we'll state these freeholders as well. That should be enough. And now we go back to Kuranam once they've all buggered off. Ooh, let's wait for that chap to leave if we can. Is he still in Kuranam? He is not, I don't think. I want to proceed. I think I sent someone to go for peace, so I want to try get them to surrender straight away. And I'll take all these prisoners, because that's just more troops for us. Unfortunately, we can't take everyone. So we'll drop off these Angle freehold. The Angle peasants will drop away because they're arguably the most useless troop there. So we'll grab all these guys, and then we'll probably head on our way. We just have to keep on taking this back when they do. Who doesn't like us at the moment? I'm going to give this to Wigston. Everyone else is going to start hating me, but we can just keep on bouncing this around between different people. We're taking Kuranam back. There's only 32 troops inside. I can't imagine how long that's going to last there. So I want to speak to these young warriors. I wish to collect bounties on some criminals. I don't have any. I didn't know you could actually sell to young warriors. That's good to know. I wish there's a way to hire them. That'd be excellent, but no. Well, then maybe we just don't have the money at the moment. That might be the case. I actually try if I can try to hire these 47 Norse warrior archers, I'll happily do so. So let's just drop off these slave hunters for the time being. If I can recruit those mastersmen, I will do so. Hallelujah, this is important. Well, handsome, I mean warlord. Thank you, Selvig. Always one to charm me up, I know. I returned from my mission to the Kingdom of Norway. In general, I say King Harold of Norway has suffered enough in the war for too little gain and is ready to pursue a peace. Thank goodness. Norway, we're at peace with for the time being. That's going to give us some time to... Whoa, that's a lot of money. No, we'll just let them leave, that's fine. That's a lot of money to pay for those soldiers, and I don't have that money spare at the moment. Especially as my morale is pretty much tanked. But we made peace with Norway, which means we're only at war with these guys up here and with these guys here. And that means we should be able to take some land. But I think I will leave it there for the time being. Quite a short stream today. However, it is quite late in the day. But I wanted to record and get some content ready for later today. And I'd always enjoy streaming. Whiskers, Cucumbers, thank you very much for joining as always. And anyone else watching on YouTube, have a great day. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.